Hi, this is Linda Crocus here, and welcome back to the Healthy Asian Cuisine channel. In this episode, we will make a Puerto Rico root vegetable stew called Sancocho. I am taking you shopping to purchase all the required ingredients from a local farmer's market in São Domingos de Gana, near where I live. In this market, we can get all the root vegetables to make this traditional stew. Sancocho is one of the oldest and most popular dishes of Puerto Rican gastronomy. Traditionally, Sancocho is prepared with meat and root vegetables and tubers. You can find many different versions of this popular stew in the Dominican island, the Canary Islands in Spain, and Southern America. To make a low-fat, hearty and warming vegan stew, we are incorporating root vegetables and tubers with herbs used in traditional cooking. Let's get started with step 1, preparing the root vegetables. To begin, peel the taro with a peeler or a small knife, then slice them into 1 centimeter thick slices and set aside. Next, cut the long cassava root into 3/4 for easy handling when peeling its skin. To peel the skin, take a quarter and lightly slit open the skin in lengthways. With a knife, remove the skin as shown in the video. Thereafter, slice the skinless root into 4/4 and discard the part of the hard fiber that look like a root in the center, then chop it into bite-sized pieces. To prepare the carrots, simply cut them into 1-inch pieces. For the sweet potato, cut it into bite-sized cubes. And for the red skin potato, cut it into chunks. To prepare the corn, first remove the husk by hand, then chop it into 1-inch thick pieces and set them aside. For the green plankton, skin off a slightly raw plankton tends to stick to the fruit more compared to a riper one. In this case, use a similar method of removing the cassava root skin shown earlier in this video. After the skin is removed, cut the plankton into thick slices. After preparing and gathering all the ingredients, we proceed to step 2, cooking the stew. To start, preheat a large, heavy bottom pot over medium-high heat. Dry stir-frying the onions for 3 to 4 minutes until they become translucent and lightly browned. If the onions tend to stick to the pot, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of water or vegetable broth at a time into the pot to loosen the onions. Next, add the garlic and stir-fry for 30 seconds. Then add the taro, the cassava, the sweet potato, carrot, red skin potato chunks, and pumpkin. Stir-fry the ingredients for about a minute, then add the vegetable broth. Add more broth if needed to cover the vegetables. While the stew is heating up, mix in the dry oregano, thyme, ground turmeric, and bay leaves. Bring the stew to a boil, then lower the heat into a simmer. Cover the pot and let cook for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, add the oven-roasted tomatoes and corn pieces. Season with some ground black pepper, then stirs in plankton slices and chopped coriander. Taste the stew, add some salt according to your taste, and cook for another 10 minutes or until all vegetables are tender. Once done, lather out the soup into a bowl and serve with avocado slices. Here you have it. This is a perfect stew for autumn and a cold winter. If you like this video, please consider sharing and subscribing, and don't forget to click that little bell. You will get a personal notification whenever a new recipe video is released. If you try this recipe and love it, tag me on social media. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy cooking.